is deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between two giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined, laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command.
Fuck.
Here we go again, man. Hey, but what's different this time? There's something that feels a little different.
It's cooler.
It's air conditioned.
Why is it cooler?
It's air conditioned.
I mean, it's cooler. Oh, I meant like it is cool, but the temperature is cooler.
Oh yeah, the space I'm saying is the hippest indoor space in the Coronado.
It's pretty hip.
It's very, very hip.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot. What, I can see a pool table.
Yep.
I can see a hair washing station that looks like a massage table.
Or a torture table.
Or a torture table.
Kink table.
No kink shame.
Whatever.
On this
There's no hole in the middle. So.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, so it's like a face up kind of hair wash.
Right.
Or what? Just say it. No one listens.
No, I can't. I'll tell you why in a minute, but go ahead.
Okay. On the episode or is this
on the episode, but wait till you're done with describing the space.
Oh, okay. And also we have some hair dressing stations here, hair cutting. I don't know what the proper term is.
Salonistry
stools. That's it.
Stools.
Chairs.
Bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah. And then over there we have like a full drum.
There's a stage.
A stage with like drums, guitars. There's an organ.
A musical organ.
Musical. Good clarifying statements.
Yep.
Some awesome tables. And then outside, there's just this really cool outdoor space. But there's like an old Super 8 motel sign that's up there. Old McDonald's sign, the trees.
You know, I hear you had a farm.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
The downfall was the singing all the time.
Yeah.
The neighbors just said, no, it's enough. We're done.
Yeah, that was it. That was too much.
And they killed all the chickens. So
yeah.
Right.
Are you talking about Old McDonald or Sal?
Right.
Okay. Well, we're here at our new recording space. Hopefully it's working out for everyone that listens or those few that do.
We think it's at least summer.
Yeah,
summer recording.
Oh, yeah, at least summer. Yeah,
right.
we will end up back at TMI, but it's just a little hot to sit outside. I mean, today's like 86 degrees in Phoenix.
But it's
June 2nd.
Swampy.
Oh, yeah. Like the humidity's probably like 22%. And
right.
we're like, my Lord, why is it so hard to walk?
Mm-hmm. Parts of me were sticking to me, if you know what I mean.
Your private parts.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Just making sure. You made a lot of eye contact. Want to make sure we're on the same.
Do you want to go to prom?
Not again, dude.
Okay.
Look, I can't go every year. Yeah, no, we're at a Salvador Calvano's spot down here, right off 7th Street, kind of right across the street from TMI on Sheridan, down at 2505 North 7th Street. He does some hair dressing or hair cutting. He's, a stylist, whatever, but he also has a really cool space you can rent out. We've used it here for multiple events for the CNA. It's really awesome space to have a gathering. And, last time we just rolled over here to check it out. And he just pulled the guitar out and was just like ripping this jams and whatnot. So thanks, Sal. Shout out to Salvador for letting us use the space.
It was the first time I met him was, what, two weeks ago?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was taken with him because he is kind of wired similarly to me in the sense that he likes to do a lot of stuff and figure shit out.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of stuff, but he follows through. I just finish it. I'm like, I don't want to do that again.
He's like into photography, like you're just good at buying expensive cameras.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Click. I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard.
Right. So near as I can tell, he's a photography stylist who plays electric guitar, drums, and plays pool.
Yeah, of many.
Sure.
But those are the ones he's most known for.
That's at the high. Yeah. So if you've driven by this place, as Brian said, it's on 7th. There's a big orange sign up front that just says Calvano. If you ever wondered what it looks like inside, I can guarantee you it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a huge, like a long, deep, space.
That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly. And it has like a little casita thing kind of inside in the backyard space. But no, it's great, man. You can have 100 people here and have an event and be very, very comfortable.
Sure.
Yeah, we've done it. It's great. So, so that's what we are.
Oh, so the reason I backed off a little while ago on comments. So I was in Minnesota recently.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Visiting relatives, my mom basically, but also all my aunts and uncles, cousins, all that. Everyone's out there. And we went, when I go out there, they kind of hold court. So they have
it's called an intervention, Michael.
Fair. Not far off. But we typically get together one night at least, so everyone can come together and kind of say hello and chit-chat and all that stuff. And then they go their separate ways because everyone's got lives. Who's going to follow me around?
Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Right, have a good time. Anywho's, so they were very curious about what I do now because the last time they saw me, I was coming to the end of my corporate life. And now I don't have that. So
Yeah.
they were like, what do you do? So I went off the 27 things that I do.
The guitar, photography.
That's hair washing. I'm an apprentice hair washer. But one of the things that stuck out was this stupid podcast.
Yeah, stupid is a really strong word for this.
It might be
It's the
kind.
nicest thing
Right.
anyone said about it.
It's true.
So far.
But they all knew of it because of Mom.
Oh,
Apparently, she says, "Don't listen to it. Whatever you do, don't."
Yeah.
Anyway, they were all very interested in like plugging in and listening to it. But God love them, my aunts and uncles are in Minnesota. They're nice people.
Christians.
And well, I don't know, maybe, but I warned them over and over. I said, A, it's really bad.
Yeah.
You don't want to listen to it. And two, there's a lot of swearing.
Yeah.
Like a lot. More than you need.
That's when I get all my customers of the week out is here. I just let them on. I'm like, okay, now I can
Right.
talk like a normal person.
Yeah. So as I'm going through this, I'm in the back of my mind, specifically my Aunt Gretchen, who's the loveliest human on the face of the earth, sweetest lady. And I'm just like, what is Aunt Gretchen going to say?
Yeah.
When I say fuck, cunt, dick,
Yeah.
balls.
Like, yeah.
I'll get it all out.
Yeah.
Anywho, but I'm not going to be edited. I will not be silenced.
Hell no.
Right. Fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, there's 37 people that haven't listened to the show that don't want to hear non-cuss words.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Right. Our 2 listeners in Poland.
Yeah. Thank you again. Shout out.
Yeah.
So moms went out and visited,
Went out and visited
family.
Mom. And
How's the temperature on the water?
we were on the Mississippi, the mighty Mississippi, as it were.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get to do the finger test of her water
Oh, no,
temperature?
I didn't finger her water.
That's good.
No,
That's
that wasn't.
good.
We'll get into that. It's apparently been solved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank God for her fucking spreadsheet.
Yep, as she says, thank God for me.
Yes.
Like, all right, Mom, take
We all say that.
Take it, Jill. All right. Yeah, we just hung out and we drove a boat up and down the Mississippi, and every meal I had cheese curds. Every single meal I had cheese curds.
I was going to
Breakfast,
say
lunch,
you
and
look
dinner.
a little sweatier than normal. It's
Right.
not just the humidity.
I'm, to be honest, a little plugged up.
Yeah, seriously. Tomorrow's D-Day, buddy.
It's a lot. It's a lot of Wisconsin cheese up in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's so good.
Curds the sticks.
Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of
I
it. I actually turned to Leslie and eating breakfast. I said, we should get cheese curds. She said, it's 9:00 in the morning.
Like, yeah,
And?
I know. Do you know where we are?
Right. Like, I can see Wisconsin from the window.
And
Right.
so you don't want cheese battered and fried.
So no?
You're not. Are you feeling okay? She's like, I just want to poop.
Yeah, that'll be a glorious day. Anyhow, while we were out there, I thought it would be interesting to interview Mom and get an update on some of the things we've talked about on previous podcasts.
Yeah.
So what I did is I recorded it.
Nice.
So what I thought we'd do is play it back, and then we could add color commentary, as it were.
I like the idea.
Or black and white commentary. I don't know.
I mean, I'm all color. I only see color.
All right, that's enough. So here we go. We're going to just see what happens.
All right.
This is an experiment. We've never done this before.
Yeah.
All right. It's a lovely day here in Red Wing, Minnesota. We're at Colville Park, right on the banks of the Mississippi, if you will. Sitting here with my mother, Carolyn Anderson. Say hi.
Hello.
Say hi louder. I don't think anyone heard you. You whispered.
Hello.
Nope. We're going to have Mom's not a techie. Because it's not working.
Sure. I'll swallow it.
There it is.
There you go. That's definitely your mom.
Leslie and I came out to visit my mom. Mom has opted not to fly anymore because
Yeah.
basically people are terrible.
Yeah.
And you have very little patience for people in airports.
You think it's only airports?
Mom hates everybody. Well, very little tolerance for people. So we come to her now. So
smart.
the mountains come to Muhammad.
Well played, mom.
So we thought we'd take advantage of this opportunity, and I'd have a little Between Two Giants face-to-face interview with Mom. She can tell you all the good stuff. First, I'd like to start with the throne of lies that you built related to my namesake. For those of you that don't know, my middle name is Rawat, R-A-W-A-T. It's a Hindu name. I was born in India very long ago. So when I was growing up, because it's such an unusual name, it wasn't a big deal when we were overseas, but when I came stateside, people asked me what my name was, and I would tell them, and everyone said Robert, and I said, no, it's not Robert, it's Rawat, spell it. And they always asked, what does it mean? I said, oh, it means warrior in Hindu. That's what my parents told me. And I went
People called
along
me
with
middle
this
name.
for years because that's what you would think when you're a child that your parents would tell you the truth and wouldn't steer you wrong. And so I believed the lie as I understand it now. Yeah, for not years. these parents.
Hmm.
When I was in my corporate job, we had this get to know you session with my employees. and everyone shared something that we didn't think other people would know about us. And I obviously the rowlet is pretty unusual, and I was proud of the fact that it meant warrior. So I told everybody that, my middle name is Hindu, it means warrior, and we adjourned for the day. And one of my employees had this look in his eye, thought that I was lying. Turns out I wasn't lying. My parents were lying. It was the next day. He came in and said, your middle name doesn't mean what you think it means. It means celestial white elephant. So, Mom, when I told you this information, what was your reaction? Do you recall?
Fuck that guy.
I thought it was probably not the truth. I had
So
always
he's lying.
thought it was warrior.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's what I was told.
Oh, okay. So you're passing the buck.
Well, I can only repeat what I've been told.
She's brainwashed.
Okay. Solid court.
There's no acknowledgement of the lies. It's fine.
That's fine.
We've also recounted on this program about the war you have started to wage with the Sun-Made Raisin Company.
Fuck that lady.
Has there been any updates to this war?
No, I'm quite surprised that they have not responded.
You gave them 6 months.
What are they doing?
Well, I didn't give them an ultimatum. I just assumed they would be respectful of their customers.
They said,
and respond,
fuck this lady.
But they didn't.
They haven't.
No. So I don't buy their raisins anymore.
Oh, there we go. They're going.
Well, that'll show them.
Yeah, right. They're over.
Okay.
They're over. As a company, sell your
we've
stuff.
But you know what I communicated to them was that they had incorrect English on their wrapping.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was-
that was, I think, it gives the wrong message. Well, if it perpetuates the error, because then
She's so adamant. People read.
Yeah.
Was it? I want to know. Did she realize it on a normal size box or one of those little itty bitty?
No, I think it was like a trail mix bag or some shit.
I was on an actual trail mix, not like the red box.
No, not the red. It's because it was the issue was raisins and dried fruit. Her issue is raisins are dried fruit.
I mean, that's a solid point. But also, it was in big print though, probably, huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, big enough to see, it's raisins. Oh, another fruit. Or fruit.
You know what? I can't tell the difference between dried fruit and not dried fruit. I'm like, hold on.
What?
Is there dried fruit inside this bag or is it just fruit?
I can't tell if it's fresh or fruit.
Is this granola or is this oats?
Are these fresh
soaked in
raisins
honey?
or dried raisins?
Is this oatmeal uncooked or is this granola? That's my problem.
Yeah.
I always put the pot of boil on, then I put granola in. I'm like, damn it, it's the wrong one.
Shit. So labels are important.
I guess so. She's her tone of well, you know what? They just haven't dealt with this yet. I'm very surprised.
Oh yeah,
who's the person?
She is not happy.
No,
Right.
I mean, it's I can see her mail while she's telling this is like you get junk mail where you just never see it. It's got to just be God damn, another handwritten letter from some fucking retiree talking.
Again with the grammar. Fuck.
I know, honestly.
Look, she's a retired English teacher. My life was not great in high school growing up because it was all what are you doing?
Yeah.
How's that essay coming? Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go again.
That's a really big font.
So much red pen.
Yeah.
their customers are reading something and then they will repeat it.
So more lies.
Yes.
Right. That was a good comeback. Good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no response yet from Sunmade, so they're on notice.
They're on
Yeah.
notice.
We've also talked about your temperature log in your residence, your apartment, where the water temperature was She had was not no- in she had within no idea what I was tolerance. talking about. It was too cold or too hot.
Oh,
Here it comes.
This was the plumbing.
Yes.
Yeah, in my
Right.
current apartment.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Has there
It's-
been any change?
We had an issue the other night,
Oh.
which I haven't yet reported. I wanted to wait for the other things.
Give 'em
to dry
time.
out.
The other thing. Look, Luigi
Yeah.
only has so much time.
But they did fix it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I did give them a log,
Ah.
and that was helpful because they could see, and they said that they were able then to see what was triggering the problem.
Sure.
Genuine.
And it was the time of day
sure they were
when
appreciative.
something happened at the boiler.
Was it someone using the toilet?
No, it was down in the basement in the boiler.
What's going down there?
Well, they have some metered thing
Oh.
that makes more hot water in the daytime and the nighttime problem. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a plumber.
Obviously.
You're just an archivist.
Just,
It's like, no, it helped them. I'm sure, like, oh, no, seriously.
Oh,
those
it
were
totally helped.
hugely helpful.
Right.
Didn't throw it away immediately. Told
Right,
you something
right.
about a boiler in the
I
basement.
mean,
and made you feel
self-preservation from their perspective. If they said, no, it's not helpful,
good.
she's going to keep doing
It's
it.
just going to go on and on.
Right.
Like, yeah, like, guess who has more time than me?
Right.
You and the rest of the residents.
Correct. She's the only one that does it, though. She's, no one else cares that much.
You never
She
know.
needs a hobby. You'll
Yeah.
hear about that in a minute.
We should just give her a mic and a little recording thing and just let her bitch for about anything she doesn't like.
She could be like the girl on the streets reporter.
Yeah. Just like sit there and like, this is what's annoying me today, and here's how I'm dealing with it. And this literally, we'd never have to get another guest.
True.
Yeah.
Not a terrible idea.
I mean, thank you.
okay.
I mean, I'm following up on your great idea that is what we're doing right now.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
God, you're there to take that.
That I gave them the
Right.
log.
Right. Otherwise,
They would be guessing.
sure.
Duh.
So what's
random
the
buttons.
latest in your life? What's been going on?
Well, the same thing that went on yesterday,
This is nothing.
day before.
Pretty
I
much.
have my little circle, you
Yep.
know. I
Yep.
have my
Here we go.
library book, my puzzle.
You're talking about the circle in your home. You have an activity corner in each part of the house.
No,
Wow.
it's in this one room.
Oh, why would you go to other parts of the house?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
One room. So I have that's where I have my library book, and then I have my puzzle, and then here I have the radio,
Sure.
and that's where I do word find,
At the radio.
What?
so I can turn the radio.
So what's happening is
Yeah, like, I'm like, if you don't hit the pause button so I can ask questions, I'm gonna.
she has a 1-bedroom apartment. There's a living room, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom thing.
Yeah.
In her living room, she has 4 activity corners.
Okay, sounds like a big ass room.
No,
Oh God.
it's not. So each corner has an activity. When she gets bored with it, she moves on to the next corner with another activity.
Does it have to go like clockwise? Is it like that, or can she jump corner to corner?
I don't get the sense there's any breaking of the structure of the,
She's
you
like, I
do
gotta
it.
get 3 feet from here and do something different.
But what you'll hear in a moment is that you could take 2 of those stations out and be fine, but that's not what's going to happen.
No, there's gonna be 6 by the time this is over.
Go off when it's something
Oh.
that I don't like,
Oh, okay. Not the word. The music.
right?
Okay.
Because sometimes they put operatic music, and I can't stand
can't
opera.
Doesn't like opera,
So I have to turn them.
Couldn't you
Change
do the word search in a
station.
different?
Like,
which is weird because I grew up with opera.
yeah, but then like, if you're listening to the radio,
Right.
Like if I want to hear rock music, I will go
that's-
to 98 KUPD.
That's not.
And then, but then, like, if they played an opera song on 98 KUPD, I'd be like, "This is weird," and I would do a different activity.
Someone's doing math.
But like, you like, if you turn on the radio, it's pretty specific per frequency.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
like-
classical, so she doesn't like words. She likes
just wants the music.
Just the music.
Okay.
No singing.
Yeah, I mean, hell, AM radio ain't what it used to be.
I think she's listening to some guy who's got a ham radio station
It's like
playing a cello in his basement.
activity corner next door. She gets the only person that gets
Uh-huh.
good reception.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh my god.
part?
Well, then I wouldn't have the music.
But you don't like it.
Well, no, I would mean no. It's just the program
Oh.
when it's like one piece,
Sure.
and the next piece is going to be just fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So why would I get up for 2 minutes and then
Seems
come
like
back?
a lot of work.
Yeah.
So
Another
then next to
activity.
that, I have the TV remote.
You know, you could take the remote with you. You don't have to go to the chair with the
Hold on.
remote next
Yeah,
to it.
One of
because
the-
I want to sit.
One of the corners of the activity room is the TV chair.
Correct.
Is the TV in the corner as well, where she's like sitting at like a school desk with the TV just right there?
I don't want to give it away, but there is something that's
Push play, brother.
in that chair when I'm watching the TV.
The TV is also on a swivel.
Yes.
There it is.
But you have to be careful because
Hit you in the nose.
when the sun is shining a certain way, you can't see the screen.
Oh. Okay. All right. So you don't want to have the television viewing at the word search table.
No.
Chair.
No.
Oh, no.
We're the
No.
hard R
never-
no right there,
Okay.
dude.
No.
All right.
But it's organized, and so I don't have to think about it. I know how it's going to go.
Right.
So,
Okay.
and I do 15 minutes at each station.
Sure.
And
I didn't ask her this, but I've been envisioning with her like a stopwatch. Beep, beep. Time to go.
Like we're in the middle of a song.
Oh, God.
Like in Jeopardy. Today's double dare, double whatever.
Yeah,
Daily
yeah.
double. I'm like, oh, gotta go.
Yeah.
Damn it.
She's at a point in her life where structure in her day is super important. So there's a variable interjected. Everything is off kilter for the day. It happened. And we didn't record this part, but we had the rest of the day, or Saturday, we had the day to kind of tool around. She took, because we're on the Mississippi, or Red Wings on the Mississippi, we went to the Lock and Dam. You know what Lock and Dam is? So it's the way that they control the water levels and traffic, I guess.
Like canal kind of thing where like they raise and lower
Yeah,
shifts.
exactly. They close gates and they raise and they lower.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see that because London's never see that. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's fun.
But we're driving there because she knows the way, but they're doing construction and she never goes out there. So she doesn't know there's construction until we get there. And you can see her eyes glaze over and she's like,
This is not in the plan.
I don't know where to go. Like she froze. So I just kept driving straight. She's like, this isn't the way. Well, how do you know?
Yeah. She's like,
It
I
might
don't
be.
know where we're going, but I definitely know we're going the wrong way.
Right. So we finally figured out we go to the Lock in the Dam. We go the way we're supposed to initially. And she said, oh, I don't like this at all. I'm like, what, construction? Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It changes everything. Like, well, I mean, it's improving the traffic flow.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like it. Okay. Well, it's a variable. So,
It's roads. Yeah.
Roads.
Sometimes they change.
She doesn't drive much. So
Thank God.
it's only a matter of time.
Tuesday.
then it's time to go get the mail.
Then you start all over again. And then rinse, repeat. Okay. Speaking of mail, you recently purchased a whole bunch of stamps.
I did,
Why'd you do that?
because the postage rate is going to go up.
And to what exorbitant amount? How much is it going up?
I don't know.
Oh, you just know it's going up.
No, it's time to make a
And
move.
the very nice postal clerk said what to you?
Told me that it wasn't going to change until July. So
too
that
soon.
means I have to go back again in June
Oh,
to
God,
buy more.
Canada.
The
Because
inconvenience.
I've used up the ones I bought in May.
You've already really
Well, no, it was actually in April that I bought them.
So you're
okay,
going back
but you've
anyways?
you've used all those.
No, I've
stamps.
only used up 20.
Oh, that's a lot of stamps.
Who sends-
but I have one more book.
Have you ever sent 20 letters in your life?
Man, not letters.
Well, have you mailed 20 things in a 2-month period?
Oh, God, no. I mean, when you said life, I was like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I remember I always remember having when those Forever stamps came out. We have a book of them. We bought one because you needed a stamp. Like,
Sure.
yeah, fuck it, let's buy 10 there forever.
Right.
I think I have 9 left.
She's blown through them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you know what to get her for Christmas.
Stamps.
Yeah, dude. You're not going
They
like-
never go bad.
Yeah. See, the funny thing is you mentioned that she goes and takes her bills to the post office.
It's coming.
Yeah, but then she's upset that she has to go back and buy more stamps.
Correct.
And
Yeah. You know.
To go, so
Oh, okay.
it'll get me through June, and then I'll get
Start all over again.
Well, I'll
before the
get-
price increase.
before the price
What happens?
increase.
What happens in August or September or
I
November?
won't send as much mail.
duh.
Okay.
But that's my concern, is that people will stop using the mail because it's going to be $1, I think,
Are
Really?
you sure?
or 80 cents.
Okay.
She has
Maybe
no.
80 cents.
She has no idea.
70
She
something cents
just
now.
bought
Yeah.
stamps.
70. So it's going up.
Yeah, 5 cents.
That's,
Yeah. The
you think
5
that's gonna
cent price
halt
increase
the production
gonna.
of mail?
Well, I see it
$8 a
in
month for her,
the mailings I used to get from organizations I belong to.
Yeah.
They've cut back,
Oh.
so they don't send as many notices because it costs money.
So less junk mail.
Well, to me, it's not junk because it's organization.
It's junk mail.
Yeah, no, it's like is that the big reveal? Is that's the fourth activity
Oh,
corner
that's the
is
fifth station.
That's the fifth is just reading the junk mail for grammatical.
It could be. Right. Correct.
Grammatical.
Police. Grammatical.
What's your mom fucking mailing me?
Dear Brian.
You need to learn how to talk and quit drinking so much on your podcast.
Correct.
Yeah. Solid advice.
Information I want.
Oh, okay. And you, some of the things you mail are utility bills.
Oh, I pay all my bills with
Sure.
by mail.
What do you these bills you mail off? You just put them in the letter drop at your apartment?
No, I take them to the post office.
And why?
So that I know they get mailed.
So you don't think the postman or woman that picks up at your apartment will take them?
Well, I don't know that. I have no guarantee.
Okay.
It's totally
you're-
guaranteed.
You're
once it's
making
there.
sure that there's no
No middleman.
no shenanigans with your mail
That's right.
going from
And I that's also why I don't put it in the drop box outside.
you hand it
She
to
doesn't use blue bins at all.
you hand it to
really?
the clerk
Yeah.
at the window.
Well, I put it in the outgoing mail slot
okay.
inside the
But
building.
Look, if she could drive the bill to the meter, like the light company or the water company,
Oh,
she would do that.
do it like straight there.
100%.
She just show up the exact
I'd like
change.
a receipt, please.
You're like $47.13. Can I please get a receipt?
1,000%.
I'm gonna save 80 cents, dude.
Look, it's something to do. That's activity number 7.
That is true. I was assuming she walk in like, oh no, I only give it to Betty. She works on Tuesdays. She's been a mail handler for 27 years.
Right.
She's the only one I trust. If she's not there, I just don't pay my bills.
Let the lights shut off. I don't care.
I'm not gonna have it not get there.
In the building.
in the building.
Never
I go
in a
up
blue
the
box.
stairs,
Okay.
open the door,
Right.
go around, and I sort it by out of town and city.
Sure. Okay. But never a blue post office box.
No,
No.
Wait, hold on. Keep pausing. There's like slots you put it in that are like local and not
Apparently.
local.
Apparently.
Man,
Ours just go in one big bin and get burned. I don't know what happens to
I
it.
don't open any of them because I pay all my bills online.
Right, like
Unless
normal
it-
people.
Yeah, unless there's like a possibility of a check in there, like I ain't even opening
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah, I get a lot of other people's mail in my house too, random.
That's
Like,
odd.
that's weird. Like different names. Someone like that thing, like their license was suspended. I was like, oh, that sucks.
Sucks for you,
Good luck, bud.
Jim.
Yeah.
Okay.
nope,
So what else is new?
not much. I am going to do water aerobics starting the middle.
That's
2
cool.
weeks.
Hey.
June
That's
9th.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma did that.
And
Like,
there's a price.
Yeah.
She like lived to be almost 103, and like she would be out there like in the pool with her friends and doing the
Right.
little tape deck. That they bring out there.
Yeah.
They spin the tape over and
Let's get physical.
No, it was more like guar.
Oh.
You know?
Of course.
Yeah.
Increase there too
I know, but it's okay.
for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to affect a lot of the people in the group. However,
There are 10 people in the group.
Oh wow. The
A lot of people.
The impact.
Correct.
Do they do it
Because
in their own corner, their own activity corner in the pool? or
Oh,
is
it's
it-
shut off for the ladies.
Oh, they don't let the ladies do it. I missed that part. I was probably talking.
No,
over
it's
it.
it's the water aerobics is only at a certain time in the pool, and you can't swim there until they're done.
Oh.
So it's reserved, basically.
Ooh, it's just the struggle.
it's $40 more than last year,
Sure.
but I don't care.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Splurge.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't.
Well, money.
Well, that's, but for personally, why I wouldn't. The only thing is, it's getting harder and harder to get.
Let's see. Do I eat or water aerobics?
Yeah.
Yeah, mom's not. I mean, she's on a fixed income, but she's okay.
Yeah. it's
Other
like-
people, they're eating cat food.
You know what? I mean, honestly, like if you could just set up online bill pay, guaranteed it's going to get there. You save
Right.
$7 a month.
Honestly, I'd pay for her.
Yeah.
Then she'd never have to worry about it.
Set it
She'd
up.
have none of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no.
No.
Wait, she need to get an activity corner with a laptop?
Well, technology is not her friend.
Well,
Every time I talk to her, I try to talk her into a laptop or a smartphone. She has a flip phone.
nice.
She sent her first text 2 years ago. It took her 3 minutes to
Jesus.
say hi.
She's like, it was like, you up?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's this eggplant?
It was like, hello, how are you today? All like
Yeah.
commas and
Right.
I was just curious to
is that
ask
an
a fine
asterisk?
question.
That suit on and off.
You can get new suits.
But that doesn't make them any easier getting them on and off, I'll tell you.
We just spray on the inside with cooking oil.
Oh, but then it would contaminate the pool.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's what you're paying the $100 a month for.
Yeah.
No, I don't want it.
You're
It'd
not
be like an
paying the
oil
pool.
slick in there.
Yeah, it would. No, we can't do that. But that's
That
that.
does sound like a problem.
It. Yeah.
What do you do?
It just buck up. Do it.
Just buck up. Just pay the money.
buck
and
up.
Just fight through the.
All right.
put it
Anything
on.
else getting your ire these days? Anything that
here we
call
go.
attention to?
Well, I think everybody should take the defensive driving course. You know that.
Here we go.
So, because I know my mother does not like to drive,
Yeah.
I offer every time I'm there, like, I'll drive. Just
Yeah.
tell me where to go, I'll drive.
No.
No, that's not a good idea.
No.
Because she's not shy about telling me what I'm not doing right,
Oh yeah. duh.
driving wise. So, this is part of that.
Yeah. How many times have you taken this course?
Well, I do it every 3 years. But I get, 10% off on my
10%?
auto insurance.
Sure.
Really?
Nothing to sneeze at.
That adds up.
Yeah.
It's like $3.
And we've determined today that nobody makes 90-degree turns.
I do.
Well, you've taken it 27 times, so.
Yeah. But you didn't. And
No, it's more like an 80.
well, that's not what the road is designed for.
What's the difference between what's a 90-degree turn? Like I
She
don't-
wants some. So if you're at let's say a 4-way, she wants the people that are turning.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm turning left, right? She wants me to go to the intersection, make a sharp right,
Yeah.
and go that way.
Not like a.
Not like a lazy right, like a rounded corner.
Like
She
a-
wants a sharp, like 90. Like you got to stop, park your car, turn it 90 degrees, and then go the other way.
pick up the back end.
Correct. It's going to be a minute.
Yeah. It's like we don't all know how to drift. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. That'd be great if she was J-braking everywhere. Man.
Well, I still make the turn, so you want me to make
I
a
think
sharp 90.
Yeah, absolutely. Because out of consideration for the person in that lane that you're going around, in the right-hand lane, and you're making that turn in front of them,
Yeah.
out of consideration for them, I do want to be sure that I do 90 degrees.
Yeah, I'm more interested in getting where I need to go.
Good comeback, dude.
I mean, it's
Good
fair.
comeback.
Right.
More like just driving.
Right. I'm just got to go there. So
And what is defensive about doing the 90?
I don't-
There's nothing defensive about
I
that.
don't.
That's courteous driving.
it's more like offensive.
Yeah, it's just all like, what the
I'm going
fuck
first.
are you doing, dude? Like,
What is that sharp 90 you're doing?
Like,
Just go.
Jesus. Like, how did you do a hard 90 right angle right there?
I popped 2 tires. It's fine.
Worth it.
But
See, and that's the problem. You should think about the other drivers.
they don't think about me.
Well, maybe if they did, maybe if you told them they should,
You should.
Huh? Told them.
yes.
Not sure I want to be talking to other motorists.
I know
me,
that's
sir.
what my brothers tell me.
Yeah. Oh, and you divulged today that you have a thing about crosswalks.
Oh,
You
yeah.
accused me as we were driving through town of stopping on the crosswalk. I wasn't, but that's okay. We'll let that go.
Multiple
But
times.
you mentioned that you pounded on the hood of a car.
I did.
Nothing happened.
Well, fortunately, it was a young lady who was quite shocked.
I wonder why.
What shocker?
But she was parked right in, when you cross Main Street from the hotel to the UFTA shop. That is a troublesome crosswalk because there are so many tourists on that corner. So I pushed the button and it was the, walk.
Sure.
And she comes barreling up and she just parked right in the crosswalk.
Sure.
I'm trying
The
to get across
gall.
before it stops letting me cross. So I
You
had
had
to
no
go.
choice.
I had to go around her, but as I went around, I gave her a couple of good pats.
Yeah, that showed her.
Yeah,
Well,
she needs to
got off
take
her
a.
phone.
Defensive driving
God,
course.
no, just it's a walking course that your mom does. Like Jesus, she's like everything she said about the driving has not been defensive,
Correct.
except for the walking story. That's a defensive walking story. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, you're watching out for people trying to hit you. The cars are modern and
Move faster.
yeah,
Right.
wow.
And got on the phone with the police.
No, she
No?
was talking to somebody in Nebraska or something.
Nebraska.
Must be.
Okay. Well, generally, I'd say probably don't need to assault people.
Well, no, but it
Or
was
their
a good
car.
reminder. She'll want this next
Stay
time.
away from the crazy lady crossing the street. Okay.
Yeah.
So defensive driving.
And
Good.
another example, that same crosswalk. I came up from the farmer's market one day, was approaching that, and there was a woman standing there just waiting to cross. And I pushed the button. She said, "Oh, do we have to push that to get across?" I said, "Yes. The walk won't come up if you don't push this button." "Oh, I just moved to Red Wing. I didn't know I had to do that."
So, a lady moved to
where?
a new town, apparently on the moon.
Like the ocean?
I don't know how crosswalks work.
You live on a boat?
Maybe she's Amish.
Thank you. See?
She could still cross.
Well, at risk if she wouldn't be in the right of way if it doesn't say cross.
But if the light's green for traffic,
No, it's not. It doesn't work. You have to have the pedestrian,
so if the light's green,
and it
where
doesn't.
it would normally turn white, whatever color,
Yeah.
to walk, even though it doesn't turn, you can still go.
There's a figure walking. That's when that
I like
light.
how you're making with the fingers. That helps me.
Well, it's when that walking figure goes on the light.
Right. Sure.
That's when you have permission to get out into the crosswalk.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you can go out in the crosswalk when it's only green. That's for the cars.
I do like that she's explaining it to us like we're the lady who lived on a boat.
Yeah.
She's like, no, so when there's a person that says walk, and when there's like the hand saying stop,
Yeah.
and there's a middle figure saying, please don't cross the
Yeah.
street. That's not,
Yeah.
that's for the cars.
She doesn't get out a lot.
She fucking sounds like she does, dude.
Green cars, white people.
It's not white. It's a red figure.
Oh, with a red figure. I thought it was somebody white. Red
Missouri's
to
so
stop.
far behind
and
the
then
times.
White.
It's a red figure,
guess it
and
depends on where
the
you're-
little machine is saying, "Oh, 10
Walk.
minutes to walk, or
Walk.
10 seconds
10
to walk,
minutes.
or 17."
What? It takes forever to
It's a
get
lot of
anywhere in
pressure.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Get across the street
I know. It's the short. You have to walk fast
quickly.
because that happens to be a long walk.
Sure, especially when cars are in the crosswalk.
But that's why I do not walk downtown very
funny.
often.
That's
I
good.
have a route where I can go out my front door,
Here we go.
cross with a signal
Yep.
to the other side,
Right.
and walk around to the police station, and then around through Central Park. I do a figure eight in Central Park, and then cross high up.
I fell asleep during this.
Yeah, hold on. Does she stop by the police station to file a complaint about a driver, and then she moves on to the post
Potentially.
office?
Yeah, it is handy. But
Swings by to the water treatment plant, being like, I don't know, the pH is a little off right now.
yeah, could be.
I don't have to do four-way stops
Okay.
because four-way stops are really hard.
Nobody knows what to do.
They all are just coming from every direction, and then they
Four
don't.
directions.
And they don't
Four
wait
directions.
for pedestrians to get up on the sidewalk. They're moving while you're still in the crosswalk.
We'll try to egg you along. Let's go. We got places to go.
I know,
Let's
but
go.
they're not supposed to. They're supposed to wait until you're on the sidewalk.
I thought it was halfway.
No, you're supposed to be across.
The more you know.
Yeah. But anyway,
more you
so
know.
by that way, I only have to cross at two-way stops.
Yeah,
Makes it much better.
sure. Seems like a long way to go, but
Well, it's exercise.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not doing it to accomplish anything but exercise.
oh.
And
Well,
plus
anything
the
else you want to say to the listeners or listener? We only have one listener.
I can't think of anything except it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
Oh, that'll bring it.
too hot for me.
Bumping up the list.
83 degrees. It's 101 in Phoenix.
I need a shade. Where did London go? Oh, he's still over there.
Oh, boy.
Well, thanks
Thank
for
you.
chatting, Mom.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Good talk.
So there you go.
Wow. I mean, that is better than I expected it to be.
It's a glimpse into Carolyn Anderson's mind.
I mean, like, I know she's anti-technology, but if we could get her, like, just the base amount of equipment and just be like, hey,
You're right.
if you could just, here, what's bugging you? Hit this button and then record it, and then you can mail us
A cassette tape.
What apps are on her flip phone?
I think we need to get like a Fisher Price tape recorder or something.
one of those little old school phones. You know?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Anywho, so there's your updates on Mom. We may have other guest spots depending on how her day goes. If I hear a good story, I'll have her record it.
Dude, we got to figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, or just have her call in the secrets line and vent.
About crosswalks?
I mean, why? She's just make her one more activity corner. It's just a flip phone.
Make a phone call.
It's just like, here's what's wrong with society is the contact name, and she just dials it. And then we cannot turn into AI voice.
Oh, that's good.
And just listen to mom.
I could just have my mom read all the confessions.
Oh my God, that's.
Can you imagine my mom saying, and then her cunt hole?
The last thing I cheated on my husband. I felt terrible. I get her commentary with it, be like, "Oh my Lord,
The grammar in this is awful.
you spelled cunt with a K."
It's inserted, not insertion.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that, everybody.
Yeah, I had a good time.
All right.
Well, good talk.
All right.
Yeah, the more you know.
All right. Bye.
Step right up to the wildest show where two big minds are ready to blow. Conversations deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between two giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. Tall and talking, big in brains, making sense of life's wild lanes. Deep dive chats and fun remain. Bet you won't hear this on the plane. Between two giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined.